What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we're back with another one. Now, today is the third drop of the final day of Decon, and this is going to be one of my favorites of the entire Decon week, I think. I mean, we have the Lincoln Skateboard Company. This is a pretty big skateboard company. This is something that reminded me of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, the video game, and it was. I mean, I got it confirmed from Willow Kid. Shout out to him, man. And let me dive into the details. I think they all look amazing, from the common and the uncommon, the blackboards. They have awesome artwork on them. And then the rare and the ultra rare, the all white one. I think that looks awesome, the snake on it. And then we have the gold, the secret rare. I'm sorry, a rare and a secret rare. There is no ultra rare. So interesting. Okay. And all right, let's see. Let's dive into the details real quick. We got a common 2,250 editions, 45 list price. So that's the first common. And the black one with the snake and the hammer on there, or snake and the axe. I think that looks pretty cool. Then we have the uncommon 1,750 editions, again for $45. The details on this, we got the skull with the hat. I think that looks pretty sick looking. Then we have the rare 1,200 editions. That's the white one. I think that looks like a little bit more class, I would say. And then we have the secret rare 250 editions. If you get this is going to be awesome. This is definitely my favorite. This is the gold one. Of course, you guys know, you know how I am with the gold. I think that's awesome. It's got the lightning on there. How we doing, chat? How we doing, y'all? MBZ said, where can I buy this NFT? This one might be iconic. I believe so, too. Absolutely. So we just go right here. This is the store tab. Boom. Click that, and then the buy now button will pop up right here once the timer comes up. And you can look at the collectibles here. That silver one right there, that white one, that's the rare. This is the common. That gold one right here is a secret rare. And then we have the uncommon. So I think they all look amazing. I mean, for your showroom design, I think they'll all look great. Yeah, good edition sizes. I think we'll all have a chance. And this one I like because this one gives us a chance at it, I think. It's still going to be hard, though. Don't worry. But then, if you get lucky and you get that secret rare, boom, 250 edition size, that's going to be big money right there. How we doing, Gary? Oh, let's go. Real talk, said Lincoln with a bunch of rockets. I think so, too. Yeah, Lincoln is actually I'm not that familiar with the skateboard industry, but I'm familiar enough with it to where when I saw Lincoln, I was like, that registers some bells in my head going off, saying that's pretty big, I think. Orange bag lady in the house. Let's go, Dunny. How crazy is it that I actually got a Dunny on the drop, too? I felt like that was just a coincidence, or I don't know, the VeVe gods looking out. OBL, good luck in the house. Yeah, shout out to you, Gary. J.I. wrote, you think VeVe will ever be on OpenSea? So we do have plans to, if you're just tuning in, I appreciate you, J.I., if you're new to the community. We are actually moving to Ethereum soon. And so we're going to be using what's called Immutable X. Immutable X is the layer 2 on Ethereum. So we're going to be having a lot of these NFTs be able to be sold on OpenSea. It's going to depend a lot on the licensors. A lot of the big-time IP brands, it may take a little bit longer. We don't know which ones exactly will be interoperable. And all of the artists, Jermaine Rogers, Frank Kozik, all the artist collectibles, and I think all these Decon collectibles possibly will be able to be sold on OpenSea. So I think that will be big, not only just for the price, but I think just for more eyes on it. It kind of validates it. Jay Kill in the house. What's up, pioneers? That's a thing. I mean, everybody in the chat, everybody in VeVe community, right? Everybody in the entire NFT space. We're all pioneers in this, man. I mean, this is going to be something that's this 2020, I would say the tail end of 2020, because Top Shot, really kind of took off into 2021. And all of 2021 really blew up the NFT space big time. And we're going to all look back at this time and the people we've met from day one. I mean, we're going to have lifelong friends from this entire space. I guarantee it. What have been your favorite dude from Decon? Oh, man, that's tough so far. That's tough. I think, oh, man. Of all the drops so far, You know, the artwork from this morning, I liked a lot. If I was able to get one of those ultra rares, I love that. Um, you know what's funny? That I actually completed that first set. I'm not even really. I didn't love the way they looked. I mean, nothing against the artists. I just wasn't the biggest fan of them. You know, they're kind of just not my taste, not my style as much. But I completed that whole set just because I felt like there's such a limited amount of editions, and being the first designer set, I had the extra gems from the last couple trades I made. So I was like, you know what? I just got the set. Um, but I would say my favorite though, I love these skateboards. I love these skateboards a lot. I thought the Vulture looked pretty cool looking. It was definitely interesting. Shout out to Jermaine. I'm just looking back through the drops right now, thinking of them all. I love you know what's funny? The posters, the red and the white and black ones. The Just Us. I actually like the Just Us one a lot. And the Wave, the Uprising. I like the Uprising a lot too. So those are two of my favorite posters, I would say. Along with though, I mean, those two with the Wayo B and the Electric Lola, I like those a lot. So I mean, I like a lot of them. I just haven't paid for them yet. I'm trying to be really disciplined with my gems right now. Let's see. The one coming up soon, Mr. Cartoon. I think that looks awesome. I doubt I'm gonna be able to get it, but I'm hoping. The Mighty Jacks looks cool. Not the biggest fan of, I would say, the Ghost Bear. I'm not the biggest fan of the simplicity of it, but I mean, I still think it looks cool though. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to go over my like favorites. I really like the skateboards. I really like the skateboards. Also, just because it's a little bit new, like something different that we've seen, haven't seen. Let's see. Yeah, what are these called again? The decon mascots I got. I'm not sure if I'll probably hold them just because it's the first decon. You know, you guys were having so much fun without me. I felt like I had to be part of it somehow. Let me try to catch up. How we doing, Gerardo? What's an NFT you always want on VeVe? I would say Todd, but there's a lot of them. You know, I could go through. Todd is the first NFT ever to be released on the VeVe. So Todd is always going to be like an iconic. It's so iconic. It was my first ever physical collectible, so I had to have one of these big time. But they're expensive now, so I mean they're 1.5K, 1.6K. It's hard to get there, so maybe you could flip your way into them. Oh, you slept through the terror drop. I almost did. You know, I woke up so late today. Actually, didn't set any alarms, and I think my phone might have like died. Like I need sleep so bad. I can't wait for I think tonight. You know, you can just sleep in. I can at least sleep in tonight. Traps, you meant Traps. Awesome, man. Yeah, shout out Traps. Congratulations, man. Could you imagine Tony Hawk? Man, I love Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk's a legend. Justice are beautiful. Yeah, I love the Justice. Johnny D, how we doing? Kulas, how we doing? How we doing? Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. You're so right about this. I completely forgot all about this. And all the people there got to actually see the board too, which is pretty cool. My cartoon, yes, yep. So yeah, that's the one thing. I actually, if you get a secret rare, that's gonna be awesome because you actually get the real board in real life. Wow, that would be so awesome. All right, we'll do the same thing I said on the stream for last drop. If I get this drop, I'm gonna be so happy I won't even care. The next live stream I'm doing with my entire hair completely down. What we drink? What do you mean by this, Kunamula? What your thought on the partnership of what we drink every day? I don't know what that means. Only going for Lincoln and Mighty Jacks. Oh, it's hard to be disciplined when you have plenty of gems. It really is hard to be disciplined. I don't have that many gems. I only have like 300 gems right now, so I'm not like stacked up right now. Hey, Omi Queen in the house. How we doing? The only decon drop I've gotten so far is a Tristan Eaton uncommon. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, so that's actually a good one. You know, that's the only one. Those are the Dunnies. Those are the only ones that have the synth too, so that's pretty cool. I actually thought about maybe buying one of those uncommons because I did get the common on the drop. Eva's where it's at. If I don't get one on drop, I'm gonna pay a premium on the market. Yeah, Eva's are gonna be awesome. That's the, I believe, the snake girl, right? I think that's a pretty cool one. Everyone's asking me about secret drop. I don't know for sure. I mean, I'm guessing there is just because VeVe loves surprises. So I feel like at big events like this, right? I mean, the Comic Con exclusives, right? We saw secret rare drop. So I imagine at something like this, I just don't know when. It could be, again, we have 15 minutes and 36 seconds to the drop, 35 now. I don't know when it's going to be, right? Is it going to be in between or is it going to be at the end? Who knows? But I do think at some point we will see that Monopoly Ron English character. Good luck, Team VeVe. Let's go. I know, Claire, right? Yeah, hopefully you get one today. Hopefully you get one. She said, hello, my luck. I hope change it. Hello. I hope my luck changes for the rest of the decon drops, but solo mints won't hold my breath. Yeah, it's going to be hard. I mean, I don't expect to get any of these drops. If I do, I was surprised to even get the Tristan Eaton drop. I was just surprised, but that's the thing too. I'm glad that they did make it so hard to get because imagine if they made all these drops like 5,000, 10,000 editions, right? I think it would have just saturated the market. So I think that's good to, even though it's hard to get, a lot of new users came from Disney and they're like, are these drops always this hard? It won't always be this hard to get. Tristan Ian is my favorite. Yeah, I like Tristan. A lot of people seem to like Tristan Ian's work, so. Is that real? What are you asking if it's real? Is it maybe the Todd Batman? I guarantee it. Not guarantee it, but I'm almost positive that we'll probably see something like that one day. And I'm also thinking like all these other legendary brands, right? Like how many other statues are we going to see in gold? And then what's that going to do to the value of the other ones, etc. So I'm always trying to think ahead. And so it made me think like, should I sell my duplicate gold statue now? But I'm like, you know what? This is Walt Disney. I can't do that. I can't. I've thinking about it all the time because like you said, what would happen if a gold Mario and Luigi drop? That would be really iconic too. But I think what's going to happen is we're going to see a lot of iconic pieces drop on VeVe. There's not just going to be one holy grail. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to see, I mean, we're already kind of seeing it right now happen, just in a small form, right? I mean, there's Donnie. I mean, people say, what's a Donnie, right? Of course, but there's a Donnie, right? Marvel Comics #1. Walt. There's plenty of other ones. I mean, Rizzo's up there. I think Todd's going to get there. Todd's going to be one of those iconic pieces too. Get those curls out. I can't orange bag, but I do it. Like somebody brought up on the stream saying like, let's do something fun. So if I get like a crazy drop, I think today's going to be one with the skateboards too. Last stream was one if I got the vulture. Yeah, I always say it wrong. I spell it wrong and I say it wrong every single time. Tony Hawk is super into crypto too, dude. Wow. You know what's crazy? I didn't know he was actually into crypto. I know he has his NFTs on autograph.io. So it's funny. I actually hope they did reach out to him because I left a comment on his one post saying like blowing up VeVe. I don't know if he found it or not. I don't know if it just because a lot of times you comment on celebrity stuff and then you just don't see it. But I wonder if that happened. Claire in the house. How we doing? Whole fam in the building. Let's go. I think it's gonna be a good drop for everybody. Sorry, I'm delayed on these chats. I'll catch up. Exactly. Yeah. Like we're gonna see multiple drops. We're gonna see a lot of drops, but they're probably gonna be low edition runs, so it's gonna be hard to get. But again, don't freak out if you miss one. I mean, I've missed so many drops to where it's just part of it at this point. We went from a point to getting every single drop, multiple drops, maybe 6 to 8 to 10 drops on comics to now, you just hope to get one. The game has changed. I kept saying before, we're gonna see I think Brock said it actually. We're going to see different posts, right? Pre-post. And I mean, some of the big ones that we've had so far was Marvel. There was a pre-Marvel, post-Marvel. There's a pre-Disney, post-Disney. I'm sure there's going to be like pre-immutable, post-immutable, stuff like that. There probably will be. We don't really know for sure. Omi price is going up, actually. Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, not surprised, but it's good to see. Yeah, can you imagine the people that did get restricted for the market like for weeks? I can understand now. It is, you want to see where your collectibles stand, right? And you want to see like what's going on. You got 10 minutes to drop, 10 minutes and 32 seconds. Oh, you should have stayed for the karaoke session. Let's go. This is a really tough call right here. 3 Todds and 1 Rizzo. Honestly, I'm with the Todd father here with Crypto Kaka. I think Todd will flip Rizzo at some point, just because it's the first ever collectible. It's going to mean more, right? There's less editions of Rizzo. Rizzo's the first ever ultra rare. It's going to be iconic. Had to get one as well. Just that first set. I think that first set's going to blow up. I think the only one that's going to be in reach for a while is Joe M. And then eventually that one's going to get out of reach. But I just think Todd Batman, 7,500 editions. It is a lot more than 1,800 editions, 1,750 for Rizzo. Todd was actually more expensive, though, on retail, so that could pay a difference. And this is the first appearance of Batman, plus the first appearance of VeVe. Like, when VeVe got introduced to the world, the first ever collectible, it was Todd. So I think that's going to, imagine season 10, right? Season 20. It sounds like it'll never happen, but, I mean, Disney's not going to partner with something that's just for pump and dump, right? They're building a legacy. They're building a decades worth of content, I think. Yeah, absolutely. So Ashton Kutcher, yep. They're all into NFT world. Nice, yeah. I think they may just be a little bit more of a long-term hold. Sorry for the delay. Kelvin in the building. How we doing, fam? Right. It literally looks like they're all about to pop out and move. And this is something that I want to talk about too. I always mention it in a few different streams, but I'll mention it again. I really think that VeVe, because we're partnered with Disney, right? We're partnered with Marvel. We're partnered with all these legendary brands, billion-dollar brands. They're not going to want to be attached to something that's being built that's not really as quality as they wanted. So, I mean, I think Reese actually touched on this in the AMA too with Taps. They're using these studios, these billion-dollar brands, the studios to help work on the VeVeverse, to help work on all these different things. And even the Disney CEO went on the news a couple nights ago and talked about how they're building a metaverse. I get the chills because it just seems like it's all connected. I think Disney World's going to be in the VeVeverse, and then you're going to portal out, and then you're going to be able to go to the metaverse and go into your Facebook friends and bring them into the VeVeverse and go into Disney World and have all those attractions, and then Ghostbusters is going to have their attractions going on. Like, I just think it's going to be like, remember in the early AMA interview days, Reese said they plan to have VeVeverse be like the Disneyland for NFTs. So just imagine, like, oh man, I would love to just be in their like rooms working with them and just seeing all the stuff. I would go crazy. I think anything on Decon would be a good buy if you can get for retail, especially. Not sure if I can find what they said. Hey, let's go. You made the right choice, bro. Let's go. Crypto Far West in the house. I'm so bullish I could eat my desk. Yeah, let's go. I knew he was going to say, let's go. Man, that's amazing. Orange bag. Yo, I love when the whole fam joins. It's amazing. Love your content. Found you via Johnny D. Hey. Let's go. Oh, okay. So Nicole joined Orange Bag from the live streams. Let's go. We got Nicole in the house. And N stands for Nicole. I told her if you change your name to Nicole, I may not recognize you. So, and this is Crypto Far West right here. The Crypto Far West is a legend. He makes things just come to life. Like he really brings, videos to life. If you look at Crypto Far West's, I'm gonna call them movies. What the F is VeVe Part 1? What the F is VeVe Part 2? I'm sure 3, 4. It's just gonna be an iconic series, I think. And so go check him out on Twitter, YouTube, all that jazz. I think Instagram too. Crypto Far West, legend. I mean, he captures moments, right? Moments in time, and he's able to dig through hours of people's live streams, especially mine, because mine can be like 3 hours at some points. And he can dig apart, dig through all these live streams, find parts that really are emotional, capture moments, and really make them come to life. Disney approved, U.S. government approved. We have the U.S. government partnered with Ecomi. Like, when else have you seen the U.S. government partnering with a crypto technology company? That's what Ecomi is. Ecomi is a technology company. It's going to be one of the biggest technology companies in the world. It's a crypto technology company. Exactly. I mean, like it or not, I think it's inevitable. Did you get any drops today, Orange? Drop some likes, people. Hey, bless the chat. Bless the chat. Hey, absolutely, absolutely. No, you definitely have to check them out. Absolutely. Love you too, brother. Love you too. Oh, also, the ENS thing. How crazy was that, man? Shout out to NF Tendies too, because he's the one who told me on Twitter, and it didn't feel real. It felt like an absolute blessing. I absolutely needed it. It was an absolute most pivotal time. Like, it just didn't feel real. And so I was trying to explain to my mom what it was, right, before I actually ended up like withdrawing them just a little bit. And she was like, make sure it's not a scam, all this. I was like, no, you're not understanding. Just let me show you. And I took like 30 minutes and just giving her some money. She was like, what? So I'm just glad I was able to show you, man. It's unbelievable. Hey, Nicole, we got 3 minutes and 40 seconds to the drop. I'm not doing that. If you get a lightning board, you should shave your beard. It's funny because there was actually a point in time in the VeVe community where I did shave my beard, and everyone's like, what are you doing? Who is that? But luckily, my beard does grow back insanely quick, so I wasn't worried about it. I do it once in a while. But if I get one of these hard drops, I guess any of them, right? I mean, I did get one Dunny, but I don't want to say any of them. But this board, I'll be so happy I won't really care. If I get one of these drops on the board, the skateboard here, 3 minutes left. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. If I get one of the skateboards, I'll come back next stream, next video, whatever the case may be, with my hair completely down. It doesn't look like it's a big deal because it looks kind of short how I have it back. But I'm telling you, it's so long. It goes all the way down to like my shoulders, past my shoulders. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Let's go, Wessel. Whew. I mean, absolutely. I really do think so. And I don't want to put a time frame on it because that's where people always, get, all caught up. I don't know when it's going to happen, right? I have no idea when it could happen. I think so many things, so many factors depend on it. People always want an estimate of the OMI price too. And I really have no idea when it's going to get there. But all these crazy high projections, I think it all depends on a bunch of things, right? When are we going to get listed on major exchanges? Because that's a huge factor. It doesn't matter who promotes it. It could be Elon Musk to Gary Vee to Logan Paul. They could come out with their own show about VeVe and OMI. But you would have to have your own like class in school to teach people how to buy on Bit4X. So until we get those major exchanges, I don't really see it going parabolic. And I think that's, almost on purpose too, because you got to think VeVe probably wasn't expecting, they weren't expecting this many users this early. So they probably weren't expecting the coin to be that high. So I feel like they're not getting on major exchanges right now because there's no really rush, right? We all kind of want it, right? Because we wanted to just skyrocket, boom. But since they're building for that future long term, there's no rush for them right now. I mean, when you know what you have, when you have all these powerhouse brands, $1 billion brands in your pocket, you're just making your foundation, I think, just perfect. You're dotting all your I's, you're crossing all your T's, and I really think it's going to become something huge. So I don't know when the time frame, but I will. Yeah. Okay, you're talking to her. We got 50 seconds to the drop, y'all. 50 seconds to the drop. Johnny Hairstream. Good luck, everybody. Last little sip for some quick Twitch reaction time. All right. If I get any of these, I'm happy. But of course, I want that secret rare. 20 seconds, y'all. 20 seconds. It's going to pop up like right here. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. Click. I missed it. Oh my God. I just freaked out. It's still saying attempting, but I don't think I got it. That was the worst drop I've ever had in my entire life. I feel like they keep missing up the buy now button. Like, I feel like it keeps moving up or down and it's throwing me off. Let me know if you guys hit it, because I just freaked out and I tried getting it real quick and like, see right here it says sold out. I feel like it's like the buy now button moves up or something a little bit different every time and it just throws me off. I missed on this one. That was the worst drop. I just feel like I feel like I just drove the ball down the fairway, middle of the fairway. Everyone's watching and I just chunked the next shot. It happens though, right? It happens. You can't get them all. But you can still get a rebound. So sometimes if you just go back and you go back and forth, people are saying now like every 2 minutes a rebound pops up. So you can just kind of go back and just keep clicking and it should pop up like right away. But sometimes it won't pop up and you'll just be doing that for a while. But you'll get rewarded if you don't give up. So a minute 30 seconds in. Yes, we do love Johnny's hair. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. I feel like it was in a slightly different spot. See, they're tricking me. I feel like they watch the streams and they try to like do it just a little bit. Let's hit the like for Johnny. Hey, let's go, Nicole. Okay, cool. Let's go. Bridges got one. Hit the bounce, fellas. Yeah, you can definitely hit the bounce. 2 in a row, no bots. Let's go. I think these are going to be nice. I think these are definitely going to be big. Number 327 is super low. Don't sell it too cheap. Price prediction for the uncommon. Let me bring up the details real quick. I forget how many editions the uncommon has. So the uncommon only has 1,750 editions, so it's definitely valuable, especially a low mint like that. That could be close to, depending on what all of them are going for. I mean, at least I would say don't sell it less than, you're talking probably $1,000 right there. I don't really know for sure. It could not be. Maybe it's only like 500, but I'm thinking that it's over close to 600, 800. I have no idea exactly because I don't know what the rest are going for. But I do know that's a low mint, so don't sell yourself too short on that one. Uncommon, let's go. Let's go, Borat. Hey, we got energy in the house. Impossible. Yeah, I wish I actually had a good attempt on this one because actually that was the worst attempt. I feel like I shanked it so bad if I was golfing right now. Wow, let's go. So this is actually awesome. If you get a secret rare on this one, you get the physical skateboard. So that's going to be awesome. That's what I wish I got. Yeah, I mean, That's the benefit of getting anything on the actual drop. Not only will you get extra Master Collector points, you'll get, I think, 25 Master Collector points just for getting it in the store. And then if you get in the marketplace, I think you get 10 points. But yeah, you're saving yourself a ton of money if you can get it for retail. 4 minute mark coming in, get ready. Yeah, I wonder why it's like that every 2 minutes or whatever. 4 minutes. And this is a trick that Gail talks about. He noticed on these blind boxes, the sold out buy now button, it'll pop up in the same spot. So you can just keep going like back and forth and like hoping the buy now button will pop up there. But like it really depends on how bad you want these collectibles, whatever the drop is. Because if you really want it that bad, I would suggest you just stay on that screen and just keep going back and forth. And sometimes, for the next 5 to 10 minutes, you might luck out. I got the Bart skateboard doing that. And shout out to Reslone1, because he's the one who told me on the stream. He's like, dude, if you just keep going back, he's like, keep going. If you just keep going back and forth, you'll get one. I just got one. I think might have got two. And so, I mean, it saved me like $400 basically. Josh is saying they need to implement a lottery system. I mean, a lot of people are saying that, Josh. I mean, I think they are trying to plan and gear up and work on some kind of different lottery system just so the experience is more fun for everybody. But it's just hard because you have to balance the needs of, giving it a fair experience for people so it's fun, but keeping them still rare and, valuable, and still making it like an exhilarating adrenaline rush experience. Because they don't want to make it a boring queue system and then like nobody does the drops. Wow, 149 secret rare. Yo, shout out to you, Stealth. You got one. Tweet it out and tag me. I'll retweet it for you. Stealth, that's an awesome one. So you should be probably getting, I would say, an email or something like that. Oh, let's go. Orange Bag Lady tweeted me out. Let's go. Appreciate you. Big time. But yeah, so I like the secret rare a lot for this one because it brings that real life utility. And anytime they pair a physical collectible with something digital like this, I think, it just brings a more fun experience to it and everything like that. Plus, I think the skateboards look amazing. So I think the system is fine how it is. Yeah, it's just so hard because, these drops, they're literally so limited, right? So we have, I think during the Disney drops, we had over 250,000 people going for all of these drops, right? So you probably see a little bit more, and then maybe not as many go for these artist drops, but I think we were still seeing, I would say, over 150, 200,000 people going for sometimes 1,000 editions. So it's just hard, people camp out all night, for a physical collectible that they really want from their store. So it's almost the same thing, but we have the luxury of just sitting inside of our house and pressing a button. Nah, Brendan, I didn't hit and I had the worst attempt. If you go back and watch how bad I missed, it was terrible. I did terrible today. That was probably actually my worst attempt I've ever had. But, that happens sometimes, it happens, part of it. We just got to sort out the glitches with the buy now button and app opening. Right, exactly. I mean, this is still all just, it's almost in beta still, basically. Like, there's still iron out things. I mean, the feed, it's not perfect yet, but they're going to work on that. The drops, they've gotten a lot better than what they were in March, but they still got work to do, but they're going to keep on improving it. They really are a great team. So, yeah, me too. Let's go. That's huge. Learn at home. Let's go, Miss Rose. That's big time. I like the comment. I like the way the comment looks a lot. Mr. Cartoon. Big time. Yeah, big time. It's not no joke. I'm interested to see the golden moments, man. I really am. I think all of the ones that even Wally, even even the pizza truck, I think people are gonna start buying them up because they're going to see that the first ever Disney NFTs are under $1,000. Maybe they won't, maybe they're. I mean, it was the first. It's so weird because it's the first time that we've seen, a collectible with this size of edition counts really skyrocket. I mean, all of them were. So it kind of confused a lot of us, me included. But you got to realize, this is what I'm realizing, is that Disney tweeted out to 8 million people. They came to the VeVe app for what? Disney. Not 8 million people, but all the people that did come, they came for Disney NFTs. So it makes sense to me why they ran the edition count up a little bit, because can you imagine if there was only, say, 1,000 editions of Walt? I mean, the price right now would be like 30, 50K right out the gate, probably, if there's only 1,000 edition of these. So I think that's why Disney's such a big brand. They probably ran the edition count up, almost the same reason why they did with the Todd. I mean, they made the Todd 7,000 editions and said everybody should probably have one of these. Meaning, because they know how big they're going to be. Eventually, VeVe's going to have like 5 to 10 million people, and it's not going to stop there. Like, it's not going to go back down to 100,000 after that. Once that happens, and it's already happening, this is just a pre-level to it. I think cat's out of the bag, I think this is going to be a big one too. Let's go. If you tweeted me out, I'll look out for it. What's your Twitter name, Stealth? Because if I'm not following you already, then I may not see it. I'm gonna just search for you, Stealth Peterson. Oh, I am following you. Are you Stealth FS? You might be Stealth FS. And my nose is running every time I come on stream. I really thought today, I was like, right after the last live stream, I was like, okay, my congestion went away and I'm feeling good. And I start the live stream and then it comes right back. Nice. That's a big one right there. Right. Exactly. Facts. This is, I think it will be coming. Absolutely. I do think this will be coming soon, to where like maybe this drop and the next drop will be happening at the same time. They kind of did that with the cat drop, right? With the cat with the helmet. And that's coming soon, Borat. They have talked about that. A lot of big changes are coming, and everybody doesn't like to hear coming soon, but it really is coming soon. Nope. No gas fees. I don't think. I'm almost positive. That's the whole thing about Immutable X, is like there's no gas fees. Wow, you paid 60 gems. Oh, okay, because you got it for okay, Mickey hat, yeah, because you got it for retail, right? You got it on the drop. Exactly. That's where all the magic happens, man, if you can get it for the drop. But if you can't get it for the drop, it doesn't end there, because you just, like, for example, I didn't get the Homer and Bart, but it was in the marketplace. $70. And I bought a $200 one because I think that was when the marketplace was impossible to buy one. So I bought one for $200 when it was like 75. Yeah, exactly. People were striking out in March. I mean, they were trying to get a drop and it would just crash on them. Like, they've done such a great job at the app. No, Willow. I was actually surprised I didn't see you on here, because I was like, Willow, this is Willow's thing right here, No, I missed out, Austin. I actually had the worst attempt ever. I missed the buy now button so bad, and like I tried clicking again, and I couldn't. It was bad. I felt like I hit a driver down the fairway, and my next shot, I just shanked it completely. That's okay, man. I mean, Elsa's huge. Elsa, I think, would be big time. 2 Elsas and Homer, I was very, very happy. Yeah, exactly. Like I kept saying in my streams, I think we're gonna look back, and anybody who gets any of those golden moments is gonna be big. Nicole, I think this is an opportunity to get the Simpsons one. People are sleeping on it. I think it's the first NFT that was ever released by Disney, and people don't like to hear that. People want to hear that, well, it's a true Disney, or the hat is the real one, and it could be. I mean, Elsa's a real Disney character. I mean, the hat is unbelievable because of what it means, right? With Mickey and how it all started. But I think long term, or even medium short term, people are going to say, well, what was the first NFT on the first day that Disney released their NFTs? It was Homer and Bart. And I feel like that's why they got the signature from Matt Groening. He wanted the signature on there. And I just feel like it's if it was physical, it's made out of a different carat of gold than the rest. Maybe I'm wrong. But I just know that I've put all the bases as like my floor, my ceiling. And the one that looks the absolute best is the Homer and Bart and the skateboard base. For some reason, the base just hits different. I don't know if that means anything or not, but I don't know. It was the move that I made. I got 2 Barts and I got 2 Walts. I just felt like it was like there was a fork in the road moment for me when I went all in on VeVe. And then there was a fork in the road moment where I got 2 Walts. And I felt like I just made the right two decisions, and it's just unbelievable. See, the part that confused everybody is because Walt has 4,000 editions. We've never seen anything with 4,000 editions skyrocket like that. But I think it's the same scenario as why Todd McFarlane Batman is going to skyrocket. There's 7,500 editions of Todd, but I think it's going to be 5,000K soon. It's going to be 10,000 soon. It's going to be one of the most iconic pieces on VeVe because of the significance of it. Doesn't matter about the editions. The editions, for example, there's like 600 editions of the first ever Decon drop, ultra rare, but that's like $400 because of the significance. Would you rather have the first ever VeVe NFT, whether there's 7,000 editions, 10,000 editions, or the Decon drop of 600 editions? Now I have that set, so it's nothing against that one. It's just sometimes the significance of the brand or the value of that collectible isn't always determined by the edition number. It helps, but it's not always the case. Maybe, yeah. I'm not sure if the market opens like in a little bit or after all these drops today. I'm not positive. I'll have to find that out still. The next drop, and we don't know about secret rare drop. So next drop we have Ghost Bear in 43 minutes. I just need 1 Ghost Bear. Yeah, decon drops are so hard. They really are, right? And that's one thing that I don't think all the new users from Disney, I want you to realize that they're not always going to be this hard to get the drops. I mean, these are just for really exclusive decon exclusive drops. I mean, later in the week, there's going to be probably higher mint runs that are definitely going to be easier to get. But yeah, Kelvin, you're right, bro. The decon drops are definitely hard to get. Yeah, I bet there will be one day. Absolutely, Wayne. And not only that, there'll be a time where you'll have the choice to say, I know you got an Elsa, right? So maybe you don't want gems. Maybe you want Omi. So you're going to be able to list that Elsa for, say, 200,000 Omi. Stuff like that. And I think that's going to be big time. The white bear is my favorite for the drop. Let's look at the details here. So the common is the green one. The uncommon is the white. The ultra rare is the red, and the rare is the blue. They're all 13. Oh man, I couldn't decide just going off the color which one I wanted the most. I think for my showroom, I want the red or blue, or the green. And then at that point, you might as well just finishing at the white. Interesting. I'd be happy with any of the colored ones actually. So that's funny that you actually want the white one because I'm actually hoping for even the green one, the red one because it's an ultra rare, or the blue one. Just because my showroom I feel like has a whole bunch of colors. And I just want to keep that kind of theme going. Let's break it down the details real quick of these ghost bears. So again, these are gonna be valuable. There's not many of them. People will sleep on them probably at first. Maybe they may not be that valuable. I mean, of course they're gonna be valuable, but maybe I don't know about these. These are actually confusing me a little bit. So probably because of the list price. The list price is $13. The common is 1,888 editions. The uncommon is 1,688 editions. The rare is 1,288 editions, and then the ultra rare is 888. So I think we may have a chance to get this one. At least that's good, and I think it could do pretty well. It could do pretty well. He's asking, you have to put ETH in the IMX, right? So there's initial gas fee from layer 1 to layer 2, then in the layer 2, no fees. Any experts in the house? That's like actually a good question. I haven't used Immutable X, so if there's anyone in the chat, I think there's a YouTuber, Chris. Shout out to Crypto Chris. I think he just put out a video recently about IMX. I could be wrong, but I think he was using it. And I think he might have just put out a video on it. I actually haven't used Immutable X just yet. And shout out to Kyle Wilson too. I believe Kyle just put out a video recently, a little bit ago, maybe a couple weeks now. Maybe did it a while ago. I think Kyle's covered Immutable X too because he's been using Immutable X. So go follow Kyle Wilson, and I think it's one of his recent videos. Yeah, an auto clicker. Yeah, you can't be using no auto click type things like that because that's like basically a bot. That's and so VeVe's built in like some kind of AI. So if you're using one of those, they'll be able to eventually tell that you're using it. Oh yeah, so that's the reason why I don't like those blind boxes when it pops up because I lose confidence of exactly knowing how to press the buy button. Like sometimes I've left the description open and then it kind of moves the buy now button a little bit. Sometimes you click on the description, drop down button. Okay, the handle. Cool. I'll check it out. Um, feel like I can't find you, man. My handle is stealth_8th. Why can't I find it? Oh wow, I just got it. Just got it. Let's go. Shout out to Borat, man. The only reason why I found it is because I just saw that you liked it. Let's go. I just got you, bro. I followed back too. Yeah, any script emulator type thing, all that stuff. Yeah, anything you're doing other than just using your hands. Better luck later, bro. Yeah, I did terrible on this drop. Oh wow, that's huge. That's huge. If I had a 54 skateboard, that's big money. Even if I just had one skateboard, a secret rare skateboard, and it wasn't that low of edition, let me show you why. So that skateboard is only one of 250. Really, basically one of 200. And you have, wow, you have a crazy low edition one. So that could probably go for like, if you listed that for like 3 to 5,000, I think it would sell right away. Yeah, maybe 2 to 5,000. I think it would sell right away. Don't listen for 2,000. List it. It depends. If I was looking to sell that right away, I'll probably list it for like 4K. See if anyone buys it. I think that's gonna be big time. And I think if I was to hold on to it longer, I could probably, if I didn't need the gems, I would probably hold on to it longer because I could see that being big time. Let's go. That's why people are not about it because they're saying it has too big of a market cap. But then when you realize that Disney is a $200 billion industry, it's a $200 billion company. Like there's big brands out there that are like $100 million company, $200 million company, $500 million company, $1 billion company is huge. And then you have Disney, a $200 billion company. This is the first ever Disney NFT. Like, this is a Walt. Oh, let's go, Jose. I'm glad you did it. And if you do them with any of the extra statues, it looks amazing. But if you do it with the Homer bar or the skateboard. If you have an extra skateboard, make your floor that. Flip it upside down and try to match it perfect so it's like even, and you will be in your showroom all day. I'm telling you, it looks magnificent. It truly makes it look unbelievable. And then if you want to get precise about it, you can kind of spin it around to make the autograph perfectly where you want it. That gets a little bit intricate, but I took my time with that one. So it is that I'm pretty sure it is possible, but it's extremely rare. Like I want to list it probably under 5K, honestly. That's extremely low minute. That's a good one. Maybe like 10K actually. May not sell right away. I think 4 to 5K will probably sell. Makes me want to get another one when the market opens. I didn't know they even took a random 50, to be honest. See, Roblox, that's the basically another metaverse. No, I missed out. Missed out, man. I just wish I had a better performance on this drop. I just did terrible. I hate that feeling. Yep. That means Kurt that I'm not sure if this is the same Kurt as before your profile picture throws me off. But yeah, if you have a one pending order, then like with the bar, the red bar that says one pending order, it just means it may take like up to an hour to get delivered sometimes. Wow, let's go. VeVe Las Vegas. Let's go. That's big time. My luck's actually been pretty bad. I got one decon drop so far. It was the Dunny. I feel like that's too good to be true, right? Like, what are the chances? No, I don't think I'm going to cash out. I don't think I'm going to cash out potentially by Omi. I'm just going to stack my Omi by listing my duplicates in NFTs. I mean, listing my duplicate NFTs in Omi, basically. Not all my duplicates either, but just the ones that I have a bunch of, I think. Or the ones that I'm ready to part ways with. Yeah. Oh, that Vulture one is big time. Congrats on getting that. That's going to be a big one. You're going to be happy with that. Yeah, that's what I mean. That like the fact that you got that one, be proud of that because that's going to be big. You have best attitude about this, bro. Appreciate you big time. I mean, I try to keep it positive. I mean, you guys see I'm pissed when I don't get one, right? But I'm not really mad about it, like because I just know there's gonna be a next one and the next one, and the next one. And also, honestly, I'm blessed. I already have a huge collection, so this is all just like a bonus to me. This is all just a bonus right now. And for everybody who doesn't have a big collection, I mean, don't feel bad because you're gonna strike out today. Okay, that's fine. Maybe all day today, but then tomorrow or the next job, you're gonna get yours. If you don't stop trying, like you'll eventually get one. And it all it takes is just one lucky drop. I mean, yeah, shout out to you, man, because you just got the Vulture, right? And this is one of your first drops, maybe, and that's gonna be big money right there. So if you don't love that collectible, you may be emotionally attached to it though. But if you don't love it and you have other ones, you can now flip that one. You can sell it for extra gems, and you can just keep on stacking gems that way. So I appreciate that big time. Yeah, so I mean that article of Omi is coming out soon. I'm interested to see what that's going to do. I think that's really going to boost it up. Wow. Okay, so you did upgrade to fiber optic. I've actually, heard people think about doing that. I upgraded my internet, but I didn't go fiber optic. That's too expensive for me. But if you did that, it's interesting to see that you're still able to barely score in anything because it shows you that it doesn't mean everything. Yeah, don't undersell it. That skateboard could be over 10K. So especially at low mint, like just the floor price of that skateboard could be 5K, like coming out the gate. So that low mint could be, we're talking big money right there. That's not some kind of random skateboard. This is Lincoln. This is a huge design company for skateboards. It may sound crazy, but a low mint like that could be even more than 10K. But it just depends on your situation and what you need to sell it for. Like if you were doing this just for more gems because you really wanted something else, then you may not list it for 10K, So, but just don't sell yourself short. See what the market's going for. You can always list in the market the edition numbers and see what those edition numbers around your edition number are selling for. Wow. Okay. So there's only like 160 out there. Whew, man. Yeah. Okay. So that 52 secret rare, I would say that's over 10K. That's over 10K. Don't list under. I said 3 to 5. That's if you had to sell it instantly. But if you list it for that, you have to know that that's going to skyrocket in price. So I would say I went if I had that board 52 or whatever the number was, I wouldn't list it less than 5K because I think floors are going to be crazy. I think 10K. Man, I really wish I had that. That's a huge come up right there. Great job getting that. That's crazy fast right there. Yeah, so this is interesting, right, Nicole? This is interesting because this is actually the set that I have. I think this plays a part into what is the importance of it because the ultra rare is super low edition count, but a lot of people don't know Scott Tolleson, and I actually didn't know him, so I had to look into him, and I realized he is a big artist. So I think once his fan base gets aware of it, I think those prices will go up. But it is the first ever decon set, so I felt like if I got a set that was pretty cheap, that had a chance to go up. I just had the extra gems, and I just got that set. Um, but like 666 editions, and it was like $400, $500. I think that will go up, but again, I feel like just because of it's not a huge brand, a huge, something that's everybody's. I don't know about the demand basically, but I think when Tolson's fans get there, it could definitely go up. I just feel like that edition count is super low for what the price is. This is a tough question. I think because Star Wars are so iconic, I would tend to lean to C3PO. It's hard because people who are into Iron Man will say Iron Man. I think Iron Man's iconic too. So, not saying that it's not iconic. Excuse me. I think just comparing both, it's so hard to where I would have to just lean C3PO. He still can't get drops. I'll have to check your profile out on the VeVe app. Unfortunately, right now on VeVe, we can't search for people's profiles, so you'd have to like write a comment somewhere, and I have to click on your name and follow you. I'd probably follow back if you followed me, unless I wasn't able to see you at the time. I think Vulture floor is gonna be high. I've hit 2 out of 10 this weekend. That's awesome, Brendan. You're batting 200 right now for VV decon drops. That's pretty good. um, it's not amazing, but I mean it's pretty solid, right? 2 drops so far. I got one so far. I'm 1 for 10. Wow. Okay. What do I think about the stamp set? I think the stamp set is going to be really big long term. I could see more and more stamps coming to VeVe, right? And so this is the first ones ever, and it's a little bit different because this is kind of a new app still. But I firmly believe that this is going to be a mainstreamly adopted app to where everybody's using it. So can you imagine what the price of the first stamps ever when they're on set 10 of stamps? I mean, set 10 could look amazing, but people are always going to want the first of things too. Um, so I think I like the stamps. I like the stamps. I mean, we see how big stamps are in the real life, right? So I like the rock and roll edition. That was my first one that I bought. I like the rock and roll edition. Oh, I forgot about the comic. I got the comic book too. I got a comic. I think Omi will be king long term too, Wayne. I believe Omi will be huge. It's just one of those things where it's just not popping right now. But can you only imagine what the price will be when we're on Coinbase and all these celebrities are talking about it? I can't imagine. Because I mean, the euphoria that everybody's going to feel experience is going to be unreal. So try to brace yourself for it. I'm gonna try to skip through some of these chat. Let's go. Hey, yeah, I wish I had a few at least. Getting there or a couple. I mean, I'm getting close. I feel like because I really plan on selling my duplicates for Omi. Not all my duplicates, like I said, obviously, but a lot of my duplicates that I'd be okay with getting rid of. So I feel like that's my way of stacking up. But once I'm able to, I'll get to a couple million Omi. I agree. I agree. It's gonna be wild. It will be because everything is just happening so quick right now. Let's go. Welcome to the fam. I don't really have a price prediction. I'm kind of just more interested to see what happens in the market. I think there was how many editions on Vulture? 2,888, but for $100. Ooh, I'm not sure on that one. I'm not sure. Hey, let's go. See, that's what I like about it though. You can double dip. You can, invest in Omi, and then you can also invest in the NFTs. And it's kind of, I guess, frustrating that you can't withdraw right now. I mean, we want to have it liquidable. I'm not saying that you will withdraw, but just being able to makes a world of a difference, and that's finally happening soon. I mean, a lot of us have been here for months. I've been here since March, so all the money that I've put into the app, I haven't been able to withdraw, and it's almost kind of probably been a blessing, honestly, looking back. Um, but that time is finally coming. Skip through. Let me skip through some of these. Let's go. I try to, man. I try to keep it positive. Try to be just the best version of myself because I know how contagious it is, man. Negativity spreads just as quickly as positivity, like positive energy. It's all energy, right? So when you're around people who are constantly fudding, constantly negative, all this talk, I mean, it starts to make you feel that way too. The same exact thing. So a lot of people have been asking my favorite decon collectible. I got to really take time to actually look to see which one is my absolute favorite. Maybe I'll do it right now. So latest drops. My favorite one of the latest drops so far. If I had to pick just one, if I had to just pick one, the previous ones, and then now I'm looking at the ones coming up soon. I really like Mr. Cartoon. I really like that one. That one looks awesome. That one looks sweet. There's 888 Ink Stories Eve. Okay, so that's gonna be a big one. But I actually like the way Mr. Cartoon looks better, to be honest. Is that weird? Is everyone saying Eve is the collectible to go for? Snake Lady. I like Snake Girl. But I like the way Mr. Cartoon looks better. Either one, I'd be so happy to get either one of those for sure. So far, that's dropped. I'm kind of leaning with either Tristan Eaton or the skateboards. Probably skateboards, to be honest. I like the way they look big time. Oh, number 44. I want to list it for the floor if you're going to sell it, because if I had number 444, that's a big number right there. That's not like a random edition number. It's not necessarily. That's still a low edition number too. It's a low edition and it's a special one. People collect those, so whatever the floor is, I mean, I wouldn't list it for the floor price. That's going to be a pretty sought after collectible, I think. I mean, I'll tell you guys how much I've invested. I think, um, 4 figures. So there's a point where, I mean, I saw Rizzo's for $500 in the marketplace. I bought my Starfire for $83 in the marketplace. Todd McFarlane's, there was 6,000 in stock in store. I bought 7 of them. I bought 7 retail FA Jokers, 7 retail FA Harley Quinns. That's how early I was. This is just unbelievable to think about. I feel so fortunate because I almost didn't. I almost didn't buy all these extras. I just had to keep researching, and all the trust that I learned, investing in this, learning about not only just learning about crypto, learning about collectibles, learning about economy. I built the trust, learning about all this to where I was able to like tell my parents about it. They believed in my trust to where we went all in, and probably about 10 to 15 grand like total. Like that's probably how much I've put in. Um, with Omi too, like probably 10 to 15 grand. And for me, that's like everything. Like so like I went all in. Um Man, it was a fork in the road moment for me. It really was. Yeah. Yep, that's a legend right there. Yeah, Crypto Far West is definitely a legend in the house. C3PO over Iron Man purely off the fact that C3PO in his OG armor never upgraded. Iron is in his new armor, not like in his iconic suit. That's interesting. So cool. I understand you may feel left out, and some people getting multiples. It is kind of frustrating, but just realize that there's always going to be more opportunities. There's going to come a time where if you don't give up, you're going to be on the other side, and you may get 2, and a lot of people won't get 1. So I know it's hard to think that way, but trust me. Season 1, I got barely any drops. Now, luckily, the drops I did get were huge. I mean, I got Nightwing, I got the Dragon Girl, but through that span, I struck out on all the drops that everybody was getting. The DeLoreans, the Ultramans. I was like, no way. So I had to go in the market. I bought them. I didn't have to, but I went and bought those. I paid premiums for them. But if you don't have to, come season 2, it felt like tables turned. I got almost every single drop. It was just unbelievable. And now season 3 came, and I feel like I'm kind of in between both. I started out kind of hot season 3, but now I'm on the other side of the stick and I can't get anything. So, wow, sub 100 is big time. Sub 100 is big time. That's big time right there, VeVe Las Vegas. What drop are we on right now? We got the Ghost Bears. Let me try to get to it. Ghost Bears. All right, 16 minutes to the drop. After this one, I will sign off for a while. Drive safe, brother. Drive safe. What up, Crypto Verse? I'm going to get through a lot of chats. I think I'm really far behind. Wow. Got JD on the radio. Let's go. Hey, appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate all the love. Definitely big time. Common Skateboard 817. Well, congrats on getting one, first of all. I think the commons look cool. Let's see what I think the price may be. So the commons have 2,250 editions for 45 gems. You have number 817 though, so you have a low mint. You have a sub 1,000. I would say at least a couple hundred, at least a few hundred. Now I think that's going to be relatively cheap for what I think it will get to in the future. So if I got number 817, I would have to think of my situation. If I liked it a lot and I wanted to just add it to my collection, I would just hold it, not even worry about what the price is. But if I went for the drop only trying to get more gems, like flipping it, then, I wouldn't mind flipping it for a few $100. Yes, I agree. I don't think there's anything wrong with VeVe right now. I think it's just really hard to get drops because these are super limited designer con exclusive drops. And we just had over 250,000 people from Disney, sign up and make accounts and are active on the actual drops during the drop day. So I think we have hundreds of thousands of people trying to go for stuff that's super limited right now. I feel like maybe the spam might be working better for people because I've been doing the one tap method and it's been striking out big time for me. So maybe the people have been just spamming the bot or spamming the buy now button have actually been having better luck. I haven't had a chance to even look at their stream, so I don't know. Let's go. Still, 3 of them I think is big. And we have 3, so that's big time. So duplicates are a must, I think. So right now we just have super limited drops and we just have tons of people. Soon in the next week or two, they're going to release collectibles that have a lot more edition counts, I would imagine. And so it's going to be something to where you're going to be able to get one. Just keep trying. This week and weekend is something that the VeVe has never experienced before. We've never had this many drops. So I think that's another reason why all the drops are exclusively limited. Hopefully I answered that question for you, brother. I saw you ask it a few times. Hey, I think that's a smart move. Not financial advice, but I think what you just did was smart. I invested in OMI, NFTs. Yep, absolutely. I think Immutable X would be big. I'm not sure how much the common is going to resell for. I would expect, maybe like a couple hundred. Let's go. I think they will experience with different drop times too in the future because I know a lot of people have had that same concern. Maybe they're in Australia, et cetera, and the drop times just aren't favorable for them. So I think they'll do a good job at changing the times eventually as it rolls on. They're just trying to do so many things right now, so it may take a little bit of time, but you know. Wayne, I so agree, man. I so agree. And they've actually talked and touched on those points even, in AMAs in the past. They talked about how, I think it was Netflix and NFTs. I think it was Alfred Kahn who said that they're like the Walmart, right? And all of us were like, we're even bigger than Walmart. We're like Amazon. But I think that's kind of where Al was going with it. I do at some point. I don't know when. Not confirmation, but I do think at some point we will have a secret rare. I think it's gonna be big time. I think it could start out anywhere from. It's gonna be interesting. I'm really interested to see how the skateboards do because that's super rare. It could be like 5,000 down to like 3,000 to 1,000. Then maybe people start buying them up. So I'm interested to see how they kind of go. Just a matter of time. Johnny, what's your ping? Yep, we got 10 minutes now. Okay, so I'm about like 7 minutes behind. I'll catch up on the chat, y'all. Yo, how's your luck been on the drops? Actually, today I've been pretty bad on the drops. Last drop was just the worst drop I've ever experienced. Let me see what my ping is at right now. All right, speed test. At first, I was actually doing a lot of my speed tests on the laptop, and I was like, that's probably not as accurate. Let me check my fantasy football team real quick. I just got to make sure Russell Wilson is still starting. All right, cool. We started. Wow, Pittsburgh D is doing nothing. Come on, Pittsburgh. What's my ESPN team doing? Oh no, Stephon Diggs just went off. That's not good. Okay, yeah, Mark Ingram had a day. What was I just about to say? Been really bad on the drops, actually. Oh yeah, okay. The ping. That's what I was gonna do. Speed test. All right. What do you guys think it's gonna come in at? Boom, and it's finished. So my latency is 11 milliseconds. Upload speed 38. Let me know what you guys think of that. Good, bad? What y'all think? Oh, okay, yeah, so that's good. That's really good. Yours is better than mine. Yours is at 8. So I guess mine's a little bit high, I feel like. There was 2 watts left. Yeah, well, last time I saw it, it was like a 6.4 again, 6.6. Even Reese talked about how that's going to be a blue chip Donnie Marvel Comics #1. That's going to be legendary just because the amount of editions, it's high. So that's kind of what confused a lot of us. But think about how many people would pay a premium to have Walt Disney. Like that's why the editions are high, I think. Yeah, unbelievable. I was thinking you're 8. Oh, okay, yeah. So mine's at 11. I think it's been down to an 8 before though. My ping is 2. It's probably -2. Yeah, it probably is. Fiber optic, baby. That's gotta be a great feeling though. And then you got fiber optic. This is a video that I went crazy.
Did you guys expect that? I did. It's a blue chip, right? I did. Yeah, it's a blue chip. It's the first ever. It's the most iconic Disney piece that it could be. I mean, I think we're going to see the world up near Donny's and Marvel number one. And hold on, we're ending the stream so you can go buy one right now.
Let's go. Shout out to Taps, man. I thought he was really going to go buy one too. I don't know if we'll have a secret rare today, but I mean, everyone suspects it. In the interview that I was watching with Taps, they did tease it. Like they did talk about possibly a Monopoly guy, round English guy dropping it. I never even know what the jitter is. And that's a big thing too, right? I mean, Disney tweeted out to 9 million of their followers. Maybe 200,000 of them came right away. How many people still are on the fence of NFTs, right? I mean, just think of where this is going in 6 months from now. Wait until Disney puts out their commercial. I'm sure that's going to happen too, right? Because it's only going to help their business. I would love to be on a VeVe commercial, man. That would be like my dream. 99% sure secret rare drop today. I mean, I think so. Yeah, we got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to the drop. I just don't know when the secret rare drop could happen, right? It could happen. That could surprise us 10 minutes after this drop, right? Or maybe in between. If there's anything, I'm thinking maybe in between drops or, like at night. Yeah, I think the future of VeVe is very bright. Ask all the questions that you want. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it will be end of the commercial. I just saw this comment. It won't be the end of the commercial. I think it will be like end of the day type thing. So we're going to be able to do it in a little bit of time. They said the first wave of users, the people who have big gem accounts, the people who are the most active on the app, they've been here for a while. They'll be the first users to be able to withdraw and convert gems to US dollars. And someone else asked me if they're in a different country, will they be able to? I'm pretty sure it's like 20 different currencies that they'll be able to convert gems to. So that should be fine. But then eventually after the first wave, I think everybody, within the first few weeks, everybody will be able to. So my estimate with no guarantees is going to say, no guarantees, but my estimate would be anywhere from a few weeks to another month, and everybody will be able to withdraw their gems to US dollars. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he brought up the secret rare thing. See the difference, that could definitely be a case with a lot of NFT projects, if NFT is going to a bear market, right? But I think VeVe is going to thrive. I think VeVe is going to survive and thrive because these aren't just random NFTs, right? It's not just like a random NFT hoping for a bull market type thing. These are premium licensed digital assets, premium licensed digital collectibles, meaning, like I've said that so many times to where it's almost like a running joke now, but it's really the truth because these are things that collectors seek out. Disney has been here for decades. Marvel has been here for decades. The Marvel Comics #1 is something that physical collectors collect for years and years and years. When you have the first appearance of a lot of these collectibles, it won't matter if, say, VeVe dies somehow. They just grow from 10K to a million users and then somehow die, right? I mean, you have the first appearance of Batman, first appearance of Superman, first appearance of Spider-Man. In digital format, I'm sure there's going to be tons of Spider-Man in the next 5 years, 10 years, right? Think of all the different Spider-Man that will drop. But there's never going to be another first appearance, right, of that character. First appearance of Batman. So that's why these FEs, first edition, are so important. Yep, we got 1 minute, 28 seconds. Let's go. I'm not positive on that. Oh man, I think it's gonna be big time. 47 secret rare skateboard, bro. That's like, whew. I don't think that's less than 5 to 10K. That's gonna be big time. We got 1 minute left. Little kid in the house. Let's go. I don't think so. I don't think it would be the next gem squeeze because it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be a light switch and everybody can cash out. You know, it's going to happen slowly. It's going to be. Bless the chat. Bless the chat. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. You got 30 seconds to the drop. 20 seconds. 20 seconds to the drop. 15. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. Click. I had to have gotten that one. No way. I don't think I'm getting it. Nope. Sold out. Thanks. I struck out all week. That's crazy. Shout out to you guys if you got one today. I kind of wanted this one. I feel like it grew on me at the very end. This was not one of my favorites, but towards the very end, I was like, you know what? Ultra rare. There's only 888 of them. It's another pretty well-known artist, I think. Started in Chinatown, LA in 03. Missed out today. Really, that's interesting. I didn't know that's how it went. I think they were probably just showing love to a lot of the OGs. Yeah, congrats to those who got one. Right? That's kind of how I felt. I really felt like there's a lot of additions, so I'm definitely gonna get these. So when it struck out, I was like, wow, I couldn't get these either. That's crazy. A rare one's gonna be a good one. A rare is a blue. Let's see what the blue looks like. Oh, okay. So it's not like a mask. I thought maybe it was like a mask. Let me get my hands out of there. So I think these look pretty cool. So that's what the rare blue one looks like. I felt like it'd be a good add to the showroom. Exactly. Yeah, Willow, you get it, brother. You get it. I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, like we've been through a lot of all of us OGs, like all the FUD, all the negativity. You know, we put our reputation on the line because of how much we trust them. So I think it was just probably I wasn't there to see it, but I mean, just thinking about it, it's probably their way of just showing love. You know, giving back to the community, the OGs that were there. They probably tried talking to everybody, I would imagine. Wow, you got two ultra rare. That's big time right there. Big time. Just followed you back, Isaac. That could be it, but I don't think so. I think that's like a future Tokidoki type thing. But that's actually what you just pointed out is probably a future Tokidoki drop that they're hinting at. That's actually a good find though, because it looks like they have changed their. And you know what else? They put new with the Powerpuff Girls. So does that mean, are they hinting at new Powerpuff Girls coming soon too? Definitely be interesting. Look at these gold skateboards. I think these look awesome. I just saw these in here. I would love to have had one of these in real life. Man, that would look awesome. I would have put it right back up there. Let's go. Can you imagine? Yeah. I mean, I don't know for sure if that's what's coming soon, but I just noticed because they have the new with the Powerpuff Girls up there, and that's not new, so interesting. I don't know when the secret rare is coming. I'm thinking later tonight, or it would probably happen at 5 p.m., like in between all the drops. But I don't really know for sure. So let's go. Shout out to everybody who got one today. I mean, again, another decon drop. Where if you got anything, I think it's gonna be big. If they don't open it right now, it'll be later tonight when all the drops are done. I'm not sure if it's just gonna be open for a little moment and then, but we'll see. We'll see. But again, appreciate you guys for all tuning in. Had a great live stream with y'all. Great time once again. I will live stream the drops tonight. I'll make sure I do that. So I think they're gonna be big. You know, this one drops in 1 hour and 50 minutes. This is the next one to drop, right? 1 hour and 54 seconds. Then we have the last one dropping in 2 hours. So I'll catch you guys later. Appreciate you guys tuning in. You know, great live stream once again. Appreciate all the support. Bless the chat. Run up the like button. Appreciate you guys big time. I'll see you guys on the next one. We're signing out. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out, y'all.